Well, Julie and Chad, the district really had a tall task on their hands tonight, figuring out when to send back most children in this school system to the classroom. And after a really lengthy meeting and a recommendation by the interim superintendent, the board voted to pause re-entry for students in grades 2 through 12. So they won't physically be going back to the classroom until January 2021. Of course, many people have opinions and feelings about this, and some came out tonight physically to the school building, and then some also called in virtually, weighing in on this decision.
Kids are struggling, and staring at a screen all day is not healthy.
From the beginning of COVID, I've heard about essential workers. When did teachers stop becoming essential workers?
Look at the data and let's go back fully when it is safe.
We need an immediate closure of schools until we can get this pandemic under control. Please look at the science and think about your own families.
Now, prior to the meeting, I had a chance to ask a parent and also a bus driver about the next steps. Even though they had differing opinions, they both acknowledged making a decision on how best to move forward just really isn't easy. And they also agreed that we do certainly need to move forward with a more concrete plan.
There's just a lot of factors into it, so I'd like to see them actually be open-minded about going back and what that can look like.
It's too little too late. You know, you had enough time sitting back to come up with a plan A, B, and C in these phases. You even had a chance to come up with a plan to put on the back burner in case those failed. What happened?
Now, of course, like I said before, this was a really long meeting, and the board considered several things before making a decision, including updates from the district on things like contact tracing, screening, staffing, PPE, and of course the current metrics in the county when it comes to the coronavirus. Now, following a, again, thoughtful recommendation by interim superintendent McManus, they ultimately voted for, again, grades 2 through 12 to re-enter into the school buildings physically in January 2021. They're hoping to do this on a more aggressive timeline to get students the education that they need, of course, after all of this remote and virtual learning. Now, many pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade students are already back in the classrooms, and first graders just returned yesterday.